What's up, everybody? Welcome to Garden Sound 365. My name is Garden Sound, and this is the show we write music every day for a year. I hope y'all appreciated yesterday's episode. It was really fun to put together, but that is about as long as I can go without talking. That really tested me. I talk quite a bit. So yeah, that was fun to make. I don't intend on doing that anytime soon. But it was a good experiment. It was interesting to try to convey a message without speaking. So today's Sunday, and on Sunday I like to talk about just kind of some philosophical stuff and just get into something that's either, you know, has been on my heart this week or something that needs to be addressed, usually related to music. And today we've got a good one. So the title of this video is called How to Get Paid as a Musician. There are a number of things that have to be out in front, and the first thing that you need to talk about, and I would say this every time, anytime someone even starts to hint at, hey, I've got an opportunity for you to play music. I hear you play music. In fact, I normally say, I play music if the price is right. Or they say, what kind of instrument do you play? Or they say, what kind of music do you play? And I always say something like, I play whatever you're buying, right? I will play, you know, it's like, what instrument do you play? And I'm like, whatever instrument you need to hire, you know, that kind of thing. Instead of saying, I play 15 unique instruments, which I do, instead of offering that, I say, I already put the understanding in place that I expect to be paid for my craft. And you should absolutely expect to be paid for your craft. If you've devoted as much time as I have to music, as many hours, as many practice room hours, you have to consider rehearsals, performance, setup, warm up, the actual performance itself, breakdown, tear down, travel time. Have that in your head. Why shouldn't I get paid? You get paid for your job, you get paid for, you know, everything you do at work. And the stigma, right, comes from, oh, you're having fun. You shouldn't get paid for having fun. You're up on stage, you're having fun. Shouldn't get paid for that. I don't have fun at work. Why do you get to have fun at work? So really, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, I'd like to know what you think. I think the main reason that musicians don't get paid is because there's a lot of jealous people. Also, there's the expectation that's been set in today's society that a newer musician shouldn't be paid. And they should be paid with either exposure or promotion. Like, oh, this is a good opportunity for exposure. Well, here's the thing. A lot of people have said this, and I'm going to parrot this sentiment, but exposure does not pay the bills. Money pays the bills. So if you want me to continue to work for you, if you want me to continue to provide my services, you got to pay me. We've got to set up that mutual respect, right? This is what I do for a living. I expect to be paid for this. So that's step one. Step two is get a contract. Get a contract, get an invoice, get a something. Get a piece of paper that says that this person owes you money for services, right? Unless there's some sort of an agreement, like unless you're in a working band where the band leader has promised you X amount of dollars per service, which I'm in a working band and a band leader has done that for me. It's very nice. Not a lot of people have that luxury. So I expect to be paid X number of dollars per service for this particular band that I'm part of, right? But engaging with someone you're not familiar with, like let's say a new client, right? And they're like, oh, I want you to provide mastering services, or I want you to provide mixing services, or I want you to play a wedding. Get a contract, get an invoice. When they give you a date, before you even put that date on the calendar, get an invoice, get something. Some piece of paper saying that once this is all completed, once this business transaction has been completed, right? That's an important word and we'll come back to that. After this business transaction has been completed, you owe me money. That's step two. Step two, get it in writing. Step three, and this is an attitude thing. Be a business. Be about it, right? When you go into a business, right? Let's just say a restaurant, for instance. When you go into a restaurant, you expect that restaurant to be clean. You expect that restaurant to have punctuality. And you expect that you're going to get a decent service, right? A decent product, right? So 3 expectations you have before you even open the front door. Those expectations are also expectations that your clients have for you as a musician. I show up to all of my gigs 100% sober, clean shaven, and in proper dress, so I look nice, right? I don't smell like an ashtray. I haven't been drinking all day. And I play music that I've practiced, so I perform, right? I perform at a level that I believe the client expects from me. So I perform at a high, I held myself to a high standard, right? So there's the performance, right? That's the same thing as expecting a good product from a restaurant. And I conduct myself in a professional manner. I don't go and glad hand everybody, like, you wouldn't want your waiter to come up to the table and be like, "Hi, how y'all doing?" I'll tell you this, nothing impresses a promoter or a talent buyer more than showing up on time, sober, clean, and conducting yourself in a professional manner. Know the terms. Go on Google. Look up what the terms are. I mean, know what draw means. Know what presence means. Know what your audience is. Like, know these things. Have numbers that you can hand to the promoters. And it's like, people complain about, oh, the promoters are supposed to do that. No, they're not. The promoters work with 3 or 4 bands every night. And they're lucky when a band comes back, right? Because when a band comes back, they know that band. It's less work for them to have to research. Now imagine that. Imagine if you had to take care of, and take care of, most of whom are not professional, 3 or 4 different people every night of the week. You multiply that by 7, and that's 21 different groups of people that you're having to manage as a promoter, and your boss is expecting you to make a profit at the door. That's a lot of stress. Promoters cannot handle all this by themselves, and we as musicians need to step up and make sure that we're doing our job. I conduct myself in a professional manner with my clients. I give them the, I say things like contract, I say things like invoice, I say things that you would expect to hear from a business. Because that's what it is. If you want to make money, you've got to be in business. You have to treat your music like a business. That's step 3. Treat your music like a business. So let's go over this again. Step 1, make payment part of your vocabulary. Step 2, get it in writing. Step 3, be professional, be a business. Those are pretty much the same thing. So that's all I have to say about that. That was kind of a rant. Less of a discussion, but I want to know what you think. 2 questions today. 1, why do you think musicians aren't paid as much as they are? 2, what do you think, what tips do you have for new musicians? I would love to know in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget, if you appreciate what I do on this show, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out, really helps me get to the more trending sections of YouTube. And I think we're doing a good service for people here. I'd love to see more people. I'd love to see my audience grow. I want some smooth, kind of like a Steely Dan type of jazzy thing, like smooth rock. I just feel like that today. Sundays are normally kind of a relaxing day for me. I tend to do a lot of laundry and food prep. So I'm just in a relaxed kind of mood today. So I'm gonna get the Gardner Beeson Trio, if you don't remember. I have this. I have a couple of different personas when I do music, right? I'm GARDNSOUND, the producer, right? When I'm doing EDM, I'm GARDNSOUND, the chillwave artist or synthwave artist when I'm doing chillwave or synthwave. We've got Gardner Beeson, the acoustic musician that shows up every once in a while, the classical musician. But then we've got the Gardner Beeson Trio that shows up and does stuff like this. But anyway, if you want to hear that song, click right here, click or tap. If you want to see yesterday's episode, click or tap right here. Yesterday's episode, I didn't talk for the entire episode. It was really interesting. It was pretty artistic. I heard from a couple people that they really liked it, so click here. If you want to subscribe, please click here. And if you'd like to support me on Patreon, please click here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. My name is Gardner, and I'll see you tomorrow.